Salsa on 97.5 Golden FM.
Good morning, Nigeria. Welcome to Let's Talk Nigeria. This lovely Thursday morning, the 11th day of December 2025. I am Moya Stiving.
And I am Paul Oblomugbasa.
This morning, we want to look at an interesting topic, the perpetration of cyber child pornography on social media. You know, in recent years, Nigeria had witnessed an unprecedented rise in digital connectivity. Smartphones, social networking platforms, encrypted messaging apps, and online communities have created vast opportunities for communication, innovation, and economic growth. Yet, alongside these positive developments lies a dark and deeply troubling threat: the exploitation of children through cyber-enabled child sexual abuse materials. We call it CSAM, often referred to as cyber child pornography. Today on Let's Talk Nigeria, we'll confront this urgent and uncomfortable reality, not to sensationalize it, but to shine light on an issue that thrives in secrecy and in silence.
Around the world, cyber-enabled child exploitation has become a multi-billion-dollar criminal industry thriving on anonymity, digital payment systems, encrypted platforms, and the rapid spread of social media. Nigeria, like many other nations, is not insulated, and in fact, with over 126 million internet users, high smartphone penetration, and young digital demographics, the country has become increasingly vulnerable to predators who use social platforms to target, groom, manipulate, and exploit minors. And we also know that the legal fight against the menace remains complex. Nigeria laws such as the Cyber Crimes Prohibition Act of 2015, the Child's Rights Act, and various international conventions criminalize child pornography in all forms. But enforcement challenges, digital anonymity, limited cyber forensic capacity, and societal silence often allow perpetrators to slip through the cracks.
But you know, the story does not end with the criminals alone. The role of social media companies has become a pressing global debate. Questions persist about platform responsibility, content moderation, data protection, and the speed at which harmful content is detected and removed. Although many platforms employ artificial intelligence and human moderators to track and take down illegal content, offenders continually find new loopholes. You know, the battle is ongoing, of course, and the consequences for children are devastating. You talk about psychological, emotional, and sometimes physical. Today's conversation is not merely about identifying the problem, all right, but about empowering Nigerians with knowledge. How can parents better protect their children online? What responsibilities do tech companies and telecom providers carry? How can schools, communities, and religious institutions educate young people about digital safety? And most importantly, how can we ensure that victims receive justice, support, and rehabilitation? Ladies and gentlemen, we have in the studio with us Barrister A.B. Robert, who's going to help us understand these things. Thanks for joining us on the show this morning.
Thank you.
And this is a program where you always participate and contribute. So get ready, because this is Let's Talk Nigeria. All right, Barrister A.B. Robert, look, different thing. Let me just give you some scenarios. Recently, we got some kind of very, very disturbing video online. We saw a couple of saw the video. It's from Zimbabwe, a situation where a 16-year-old was having something with a 33-year-old teacher. It wasn't nice at all. And just 2 days ago, right, Australia has put a ban. Well, I think it came out with a law that banning teenagers from using the social media. Teenagers from using the social media. I see it as a welcome development, and I'm thinking if Nigeria could also, adopt such kind of law because it's becoming something else in our own space. But how do you want to start today's conversation anyway?
Okay, thank you for having me here. Indeed, cyber child pornography is a very serious problem in our society today, and a lot of persons have been involved in it, directly or indirectly. Some, a good number, indirectly, without even knowing that they're involved in it or they're partaking in it. They do not know. Using the case, for instance, that case you mentioned. Sorry, I don't really know the names of the parties involved. I've seen them, but I think because they are not names, so we were used to. I can't really pronounce, but let's just say the 16-year-old guy, for the purpose of describing him. First thing first, what the information we've gathered so far, the information on the media. So we're not so sure whether he is indeed 16 as claimed. But let's assume he's 16. If he is truly 16, then it is really pathetic. For many reasons. Because I was online. I came up one morning and I saw, an evening also, and I saw a lot of persons commenting on that matter. And you see young guys praising this 16-year-old. To them, they say, well, this guy is skilled. He was able to handle the lady very well, and all of that. A lot of praises, the way he was spanking the lady and all and so on. A lot of comments. So some now say, well, for them, it was not a case of, some persons have argued that it is rape. Some say, no, it is not rape. They say it is not rape simply because how can you say a boy that is taking charge of the whole proceedings, is the one that you call a rapist? No, it is not rape. That is what they argue. But with all due respect, all of those comments are born out of ignorance. Okay? So let's put it straight. It is a clear case of rape. But before I go further, let me explain again. I think a lot of persons may think that rape is always something done to the female child. Because most of the cases that have been handled even in courts, is connected to the female child. And maybe because of also the element of penetration, one may say, how do you penetrate a male? But technically, it is still penetration, okay? So what is rape? Having sexual carnal knowledge with somebody without the person's consent. That's the general definition of rape. So it means that if a man sleeps with a woman forcefully without consent, it is rape. But this is even if the boy or the girl consents. So for instance, assuming I am a 40-year-old man and I am dating a girl of 16 or 15, I spoke to her and she agreed, no matter her size, even if she looks very big, because there are some, of course, some girls that look so big physically, having everything that will make you as a man to be, satisfied to go into her. And then you speak to the lady and the girl say, yes, let's have it, let's do it. And then you sleep with her. You cannot argue that because she consented. Now my girlfriend, though, I talked to her and she agreed, it is still rape. Why is it rape? Because under the law, an underage cannot give consent. An underage does not have the capacity to give consent. So even if she's your girlfriend, and so now, who is a child? That should be the next question. Now, who is a child?
I wanted to ask the question. So that you cannot give consent in this our climb.
Yeah. So again, in our society, many people think that a child is 1 year old, 2 years. Yes, true. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 10. But the moment you get to 13, especially 16, 15, 16, they think you're no longer a child. That's not correct.
Okay.
A child under the law, if you look at the Cybercrime Act, even the Child's Right Act, and that is how it is even in many other international treaties or instruments. Any child, any person under the age of 18
is a child.
Is a child. The moment you're under 18, it means you are not an adult. Okay? You are a child. So even if the girl or the boy is 70 years, then let's say 12 months, 29 days old, just 1 day to clock 18. If you have carnal knowledge with that person, you've had carnal knowledge with a child, and it is rape with or without consent. So if that young man is 16, as we heard on the media, the sexual intercourse between she and that lady is purely rape. It does not matter whether he has all the skills in the world. That's not what the law looks at by somebody. Forget it. There must be somebody that person must have had first carnal knowledge with. So if that young man by the age of 16 already knows how to do the business, it means that a lady somewhere spoiled him. Maybe somebody of his age or whatever, but he must have had the same thing also with the female. If you see a female take charge of such proceedings, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because, like the video of the students that went to Dubai for excursion.
Yeah,
and
the Nigerian
the
students.
Nigerian students that went they were
secondary school
students
in
secondary
Lagos,
school
right?
students in Lagos that went for excursion in Dubai, and they recorded themselves, and it was
Exactly.
was
Yeah,
so
yeah.
painful.
Yeah,
heart-wrenching.
so
Yeah.
they've been exposed to certain kind of materials and all of that, you know. So somebody must have spoiled this person from. If you listen to some of these children, when they tell you their stories, you understand what I mean. They are ladies, and unfortunately, like I said, even for this guy's case, it shows clearly that our people do not understand who the boy child is. That's what I come to understand. Each time we talk about children, the narrative has always been protecting the girl child. I understand how sensitive it is, because one may say perhaps the stories we hear more often, but there are boys also that are victims. And we have the boy child. How well is the boy child protected? And like I said, even on the social media some days back, I said that when you fail to protect the boy child, you are simply creating a monster that will devour the girl child.
True.
That's the simple truth of the matter. That is on the one hand. Now let's come to the other side of the narrative, which is that of child pornography.
Yeah.
Under the Cybercrime Act, I think it should be Section 23, if I'm not mistaken, 2015. Now you can say Cybercrime Act 2024 as amended, because in 2024 an amendment was done. We have a crime known as child pornography, but it's also known as cyber child pornography, because every crime found in the Cybercrime Act has a cyber
Connection.
perspective to
Yeah.
it. So it's cyber child pornography. And if you look at that section clearly, you will now understand that for the past days, a lot of persons have committed a crime.
Wow.
Yes, a lot of persons. Do you know that merely having... Now, what is child pornography? It's a kind of pornographic, activity. It could be a video, it could be anything, an image or whatsoever, depicting a child or showing a child involved in explicit sexual activity. Okay? With an adult or with somebody of the same age with the person. So if two children, let's say a girl, a boy, 14, 15 as the case may be, involved in sexual activity and all of that, and they recorded nude and so on, involved sexual activity, that's child pornography. But that's one part of the definition. It could also be between a child and... So even if the next person is an adult, so far as one of the parties is a child, it's child pornography. Okay? I'm not talking about just having sexual intercourse. So that one is rape. But the moment it's the nudity of the people is being depicted in a way and all of that, right? Or if you solicit, you train children for that purpose.
Yeah.
All of those are part of the definition. So you have an image showing a child nude involved in sexual intercourse, and that's child pornography. So if you are in possession of that image, just merely being in possession of it is child pornography. Yes. You don't need to be the person to have done it. So, like what happened on social media a few days back, right?
Yeah.
You saw the
Yeah.
case of the guy.
Yeah.
And then you go online, you put, send me the video. I want to get the video. I will get the video. Send me drop them. Send me the link. Unfortunately, our society is not yet, maybe we don't know how this... See, if a policeman or a security agency, just that comment alone, they can come after you.
Why are you still on it? Why do you think there is this serious increase in this drive for this spread of this stuff on social media?
It's because
Presently in this time, please.
it is because government is failing to do what they are supposed to do. I'll give you a very good example. These materials in those days, getting those materials is not easy. Sometimes you have to go to the what they call that place where they sell newspaper. Meet a vendor. You get magazine. In those days, then you watch, you hide, your parents will not see. By chance, somehow you get in touch with CDs. But sometimes they'll mark them. It's very rare. But now with the rise in social media, those materials are almost everywhere. Then, apart from that, even openly, I'll give an example. And I made this post some time ago. Go to an average junction in Bayelsa State. Not so far, even Okaka junction there. If you even go to this beggar, before you get to the flyover, that spot, you will see, so that's what we call them. I'm not being offensive here. We call them Aboki, our northern brothers. They will keep wheelbarrow there. Put garlic, put everything and all of that. Then you will see images showing the private part of men, women. Open nude there. What has government done? That route, children are passing 5, 6 as they're coming back from school. They will stand and they will be observing. Is that not pornography? What do you expect? I agree with that move made by, is it, you say Australia, right?
Yeah, Australia.
Yeah, Australia.
Banning.
Yeah.
The
Prime Minister had to come up with
Yes.
something to.
But you see, social media, what people don't really understand about social media is that, look, it's simply saying media open to the public.
Yeah.
Media open to the public. What people don't understand is that we have different type of social media. I think children should not be allowed to access the general public, the general social media, but we have media for children. For instance, YouTube is social media. Maybe people do not know. You know that?
Of course.
Wikipedia, I hope you know, is social media. Some people do not know. That's what they call collaborative projects. Children can access that now to get information because it's an encyclopedia. Is it YouTube for kids?
Yes.
It's social media.
Yes.
That's for children. So you can create media, social media that the content is how will I put
Wholesome
it?
content.
Yes,
clean,
moderated, clean content. Before they even allow it to be uploaded, it must have been checked to see. But this general social media like Facebook, that's where the problem is. Facebook, Twitter, those general ones.
But that's the one that the young people would like to go to.
But me now, I think platforms need to do enough. I think they have a lot of role to play. I don't know how well their algorithm work. And I don't know how much their volunteers work, but they need to do a lot. So what are they expected to do? I want the algorithm need to be set in such a way that the moment you want to upload anything, there should be a thorough check of the content to detect. So the moment they find out that, this is an explicit sexual also, and then the algorithm will be able to also analyze the video to know whether the person in that video is a child and all of that. It can be done. The thing should be pulled down. And if you are found to have uploaded any child pornographic material, the person should be banned. But I know that Facebook, Twitter, in their terms of service, terms and conditions, they have stuff like that and all of that. But I'm just saying they should do more.
Okay.
They should do more. That's my advice.
Okay.
They should do more.
The technicality of the matter to get to do more.
Yes, they need to do more. I know that it's not really easy because with the number of persons we have online every day, the number of content posted online, it is practically impossible knowing every content. Sometimes even the bots make mistake. Okay, they make mistake. They can detect. Sometimes they will think it's, but it's not. All of those issues are there. But they should do more. But before I round up, having child pornography in your possession is a crime. Distributing it, sharing it to people like they did in this guy, I get the video, I won't share. It's a crime. You've committed a crime. You've committed it.
So that means the government is not really implementing this act, which it has, promulgated.
Yes, they have not. They've not. Maybe they don't even see it from that perspective. That's why we need enough orientation. Yes, even the security agencies need to be well oriented. Yes, and
So they don't understand this before they made the law, or
no. The lawmakers understand now, but we're talking about the executive now.
That was the
I'm talking about the
enforcement
force, the security agencies.
Okay.
How well do they know how these things operate? You get, and that's why we're talking about orientation. Whether you like it or not, the policeman may not know the law as much as a lawyer. That's why they also need the legal team to come in. Sometimes, seminars, workshop, orient security agencies on some of these things and so that their knowledge will be broadened. Because the security agencies, the law is not just there for nothing. They have to make this law so that it will help checkmate. So they need to play enough role. And parents too need to play enough.
Thank you.
Parents.
Because that was the next
parents.
question I wanted to ask you. Because what role do you think the parents are going to play to really curb these things? See, it is rather sad because you see them, they'll fix the cameras. Some things they'll just say the camera and some things are happening. What role too?
A lot of parents today,
they've lost it.
they've lost it. That's the simple truth. I remember in those days, growing up as a child, I grew up in Bundu, Old Bundu. Yes. You see, as
That means I also lived close to you because the prison quarters.
yes,
you know.
Old Bundu, in a place called Olumbayad.
Okay.
You see that place? Instilled in us. But today, problems.
Even recently, I spoke to a neighbor. I saw a child litter the environment. I just told the child pick it up, and then later on, I sent a text message to the parent. Look, I think I saw your child do something like this, and the parent ghosted me.
Okay.
Refused to, maybe it's angry that I had to report the child.
That is a problem.
You know, because we also see, I don't, like you said, there was a video that went viral where a particular man, a guy was smoking shisha and gave his child. You know, those kind of, those things, those little things, it's as though we're promoting it.
What do you expect now? Even the music they listen to.
Oh.
I don't want to go far. Sorry, so that make you know be like say they talk against some of our top musicians. But the simple truth of the matter is that what are they saying in some of these their music? There's some music morally fine, okay, message well passed.
Yep.
But you listen to a music and what the way they dance in a very seducing manner, the ladies, the way they dress, the lyrics of their music, you see a musician openly advocating for the smoking of Indian hemp or Igbo, as they call it. Is it cannabis? Cannabis. That is it. So he's talking about how he made money. He's promoting Yahoo in the song. Then you hear a boy of 14, 13 singing these lyrics. So one day I passed.
And the child dancing to it.
Then a girl of about 7 years, is it 7 or be 8 years in my compound? One day I was passing and she just said, "Hey Sakaba, give me your Bakasi." And I said, "Come, give you Bakasi, give you." Do you know what you are saying? She was looking at me and she was smiling. I said, "Do you know what you are saying?" These are the songs the children will sing at home. Go to schools today. End of year party.
End of year parties.
They will sing, the children will be twerking and they will say, she's a. Then when you argue, they will say, "Leave her me na dancer." In fact, say that I don't know why they like using white people as an example. If now white person do am now, and I go say she be better dancer. Now a person they do am now, the girl will be twerking 7, 8. So where are they getting this knowledge? These are the problems. One 15 years old child will put phone by the side. TikTok is there. She'll be dancing, twerking, shaking, and then all of that. Some of them breast no day. Then after she do shake her body like that, before the mother will pass. They will not say anything to them. She's making content and she's making money. What do we expect? So we are creating monster. See, Ikemoye now na small. Now, in fact, as we did now, we were even sent. Sorry, sir, they use pidgin today small. I hope so even those with the hear pidgin go understand. Now, this generation will be even sent. Give this world 100, 200 years from now. We no go there around that time. This world. For road, now they're going to do the thing. We're getting there now.
When you put it up on social media, you already, it's already.
I think share before. I remember then when this bomb shot thing started. Girls who wear people, why are you wearing something like this as short as this? Hey, people are talking. Today, bomb shot. Do you a girl enter keke with bomb shot? Do you even feel anything again? It has become normal. A time will come when that pant wey the back, the two side of the bum they show. A time they come, you go. We they see now, small.
It's really crazy. But what would you say? A lot of people. Let's go back to the child pornography thing now. Well, a lot of people have called for.
Not even force him. You will speak
Yeah,
with
yeah,
him mildly.
Yeah.
Know
Yeah.
what are his experiences, what happened. He will
How did you get
open
to this
up. How
point?
did you get to this point? To this point, he will tell you things. Then you will know where the problem started from, so that it can be trashed. Then when the government understand, the government can also use whatever they must have learned to now start also following up other people that may have similar experience and all of that, and start doing proper orientation. Look, whether they like it or not, the boy was not raped. I mean, the lady was not raped. It is the boy that was raped. Forget whether he was in charge. If he like, he knows all the style in the world. That's not nobody's business. That's not the law's business.
As long as it's under.
Yes.
It's under
Why
age.
would you, 33? Are they looking at it from that perspective? A teacher, 16 years old. Okay, let me ask some of these because when you go online, you see parents, mothers saying, they were enjoying themselves. Now, why will you say that they were enjoying themselves? So let me ask the mothers out there listening to me now. Supposing it is your 15-year-old, 16-year-old boy that was caught in that act, picking where you born, 16-year-old, you hear that a lady of 35 is sleeping with your child's nude pictures or videos are out there. Who leaked the video is a talk for another day. Are you getting me? Out there, how would you feel as a mother? Would your position still be the same? Would you still praise your boy of 15, 16 that is a master of the game, a master of the coitus proceedings? Would you make the same argument?
Somehow I heard some people call him Odogu.
It is because it's not their child, now they are children now. You know how people, naturally human beings, we are very selfish. When it has to do with another person, we easily talk. When it's your own, that's when you feel the pain.
You always running away from the medication.
So that's what I'm saying, that if it's your own child, your own brother, imagine, how would you feel? Would you still call him Odogu, your child, by picking you too much, as you did with that woman of 35? So that's humans for you. That thing was wrong in every ramification. We should start condemning these things. And that's why I'm saying that we are even sense. What these people you're saying, we are in the generation of sense. A time will come, the conversation will be different.
But these days, sometimes I hear some of those younger people make advances to the older ones. We've had cases where these children underage make advances, and who knows if that boy was the one who made advances?
You
on the
conk
teacher.
his head now, or you report him now. Do you know the difference? 33 and 15, 16. You know the age difference? If it were to be a boy of 18, 19, because he's an adult by law, even though people will say the age difference is still big, but then Shy is an adult, so you can't, no rape again. The moment you're 18, you have the license by the law. We're not saying go and have sexual intercourse. We're only saying that by law, he's no longer a child. So he now has
So
consent.
the lady wouldn't have been arrested.
No. So far as he's 18 and above, no. He's an adult.
So we should be at that point now. We'll be talking about having that content online.
Yes, we'll be talking
For-
about having the content online. That is what we'll be looking at. Who posted it? Why is it online? And all of that. And in that instance, if he's the one that even posted it, the boy, he himself too can be prosecuted.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
If she's not the one that posted it, he is the one that posted it, the law will go after him and not the lady.
Okay.
Then the discussion will no longer be this issue of rape and child pornography. Discussion there would then be issue of morality. But then even at that,
Why
the
would
age
it
different
teach?
now. Why would you go and then maybe if there is a law in Zimbabwe that prohibits teachers from having carnal knowledge with with a student, then that law, if there is such a law, because I don't know the law in Zimbabwe, but I'm believing that similar law in Nigeria may be applying, especially when it comes to Child's Right Act and all of that. So the discussion would then be there that why you as a teacher having carnal knowledge with a student, you ought to teach. If there is a law that speaks against it, then the law, she would then be prosecuted on that part. If there is no such law, she will be free. We'll then look at who leaked the video online. Okay. You get?
Yeah, I get it now. Let's open the phone lines. People might have one or two things to say. You can speak generally. Yeah, we're talking about child pornography this morning, but you can speak generally about the activities, all of this content on social media, how our parents, helping the situation? What is government doing concerning that? The Australian government has taken that line, banning teenagers from using the social media. Do you think Nigeria should also adopt the same? 0707 747 1522 0912 000 1975. Call us up and give it brief. Hello, good morning. Oh, I lost that. Keep the calls coming, and of course, we'll get to hear from you and your contribution. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. My Stephen Paul Bassa and your guest in the studio.
Good morning to you.
My name is Jackson, and I'm calling from Akenpai.
Okay.
Oh, me too. I'm from the part of your people, a Bundu brother.
Bundu. Oh, you're a Bundu boy.
Yeah, Bundu boy, old Bundu. We start Agamere. There is a man they call Agamere. One Indian man. Sorry, I'm a man that used to massage.
Okay.
Well, we stay close to the primary school there.
Were you also caned by Ogidi?
I have been hearing the name.
Nostalgic feeling.
Yes, I've been hearing his name, but my place is a little bit far from me. In fact, we were having that benefit of being nursed by people that are not even family members. There are times that you don't even need somebody to tell you that don't pass here or that man will flog you. You don't even know him. But because what you want to do is wrong, you know. So you can't even pass. And definitely it's going to flog you. And after flogging you, when your parents come back, they will tell him, thank you, sir, for correcting his head. But it is no longer like that again. I just don't understand where this sharp contrast takes place from a very morally driven society to a morally decayed society. I watched this video that people are analyzing now. And this boy was given heroic welcome by his schoolmates when he returned back to school. Everybody was hugging him, both boys were shaking him. Yes, we were hugging him. So just like what your guest is saying there, if this mindset is not corrected now, he will go ahead and devour all those years you're seeing here. Because they want to test what their senior sister tested from this young man. And that guy is going to end up creating friends of his kind because they want to be like him. Now he's like a hero because he did it, nothing happened, and now he has returned back. Fine. He was, or maybe, I don't know how to say it. But if you look at it very well, a lot of things that annoy him is irritating him. Not to talk about little children that are growing up with that notion that this thing is like this.
All right.
It's a public display of pornography.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Felix, for your contribution. Yes. 0707 747 1522 and 0912 000 1975.
Ime Charles has said,
Ime,
good
okay.
morning, Golden FM. Today's topic makes sense. Keep it up. That's from Facebook. Ime Evans, thank you.
Morning.
Good morning. Okay, it's morning. I thought this afternoon.
It's morning.
Yes, my name is Soso Tekene. I'm calling from Amarata.
Yeah, welcome.
Yes, I just want to. I'm an advocate of Pidgin English. Topics that will topics that will society are the suggest in Nagaramayo to our normal English to say. Okay. Yes. My take in this issue, both the parents and the person that posted that stuff, in fact, cyber stalking, thereabout. So they should be arrested and prosecuted. Let me stop here.
All right. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You see that every time on social media. Every time you pop up on your story or something, you see all of that used to be hidden those days. Now is just showing off everything.
It's a deliberateness for it that the camera is there
Yeah,
and they're
they do
looking.
it.
That's what it's very sure they know they're doing.
You're right. And 50 years from now,
Yes, there was something I wanted to mention.
Okay.
It's what they call parental control
Yeah.
on phone. Parents should, that's why we also advocate for digital literacy. Parents should try as much as possible. If you're getting a phone for your child, try to know how you can be able to configure the phone in such a way that there's a way you configure your phone. There are certain sites you can access with your phone.
True.
Yes.
True.
You get. So parents should do that before children are allowed to access phones.
As you're buying the phone, you could do it before you hand over the phone to them.
Yes. And always try as much as possible to, at that stage, monitor the child. Always know what the child is doing. You can check the browse history. I know some of them are wise enough. When they enter, they can delete and all of that. But if it is configured, there is strong parental control of the phone. It will help. And maybe even phone companies too. Maybe they should start looking for a way to maybe start creating phones, for teenagers,
yes,
customized phone for teenagers. In such a way that no matter what you do, you cannot enter certain sites with the phone. You cannot.
How would you know?
That's what I'm saying. To be customized.
And these are teenagers who they want to get such phones. So, or you're a parent.
You as a parent buying for the child, you go for such phones.
Well, most of them buy the phones themselves.
That's why we're talking about you as a parent, or that parents should
Monitor.
Monitor. If a child, for instance, your child has an iPhone whatsoever, a phone that is bigger than the child, you ask, where did you get the money to buy this phone? You seize it now. A child that is under the age of 18, right? That child is under your control. The child is not an adult, a child. So the welfare of in fact, the law even allows you to flog the child, spank, small, not abuse or not to use razor blade or machete to tear the body of the child. Well, if the child misbehave, you can even flog. You can correct.
You don't spare the rod at all.
Yes, it's what do you call it? Spare the rod and spoil the child. So you can seize if you ask a child question like that caller mentioned. You have an iPhone whatsoever. I don't know the names of all of these. All I know is iPhone, the number or whatsoever. I don't know the code. So if it's iPhone 30 or whatever they call it, right? How did you get the money to get this phone? Maybe you make your inquiry, 300 and something thousand. The child is not working. Where did you get the money? You seize.
Let's go for a commercial break. We'll be back shortly.
The public is hereby invited to the first reunion get-together of graduates of the Bayelsa State College of Arts and Science, BICAS. It will feature talks on strengthening bonds, advancing together, pioneering through BICAS the experience, BICAS the evolution into Isaac Jasper Borough College of Education and Bayelsa State Polytechnic, and many other side attractions. Keynote speakers are Royal Majesty Queen Grace Koroye, PhD, Pioneer Provost, Dr. Mrs. Josephine Igodo, Pioneer Registrar, and Dr. Ebitibi Peter Berezi, Pioneer Dean of Student Affairs. Date is Saturday, 13th of December 2025. Venue, Emis Event Center, Inek Road, Pansia Yenegua, Bayelsa State. Time, 5 p.m. For more information, call 0703-476-8677 or 0803-882-9532. Come one, come all. This is gently signed by Mr. Ekie Yeniebie, Chairman, Planning Committee, and Mr. Ofoin Inimo, PRO, Planning Committee.
Shining brighter than ever. 97.5 FM, the gold standard of radio.
Is this a moment for him to make history? It isn't, because Salah has brought Egypt level. 2-2 deep into stoppage time.
Africa, get ready. The fire of African football is back. Stronger, louder, and hotter than ever.
Adratha came in. Nasiri!
From December 21st, 2025, all the way to January 18th, 2026, the African Cup of Nations takes over Morocco.
Mane lays it on the strike, and Senegal score the opening goal of the match. Little bit of hesitation in the back, a chance to Keita to win it. Oh, calamity at the back for Ghana.
24 nations, endless passion, shocking upsets, unbelievable goals, and one trophy. Every moment on Golden 97.5 FM, we bring you blow-to-blow match updates, live reports, expert analysis, star player focus, pre-match build-ups, all on Golden 97.5 FM.
Is there a quick response? Lookman with the left foot. Yes, there is. Osimhen.
The heartbeat of African football is about to shake the airwaves. The 35th edition of African Cup of Nations is proudly supported by Money Michel Sport Facility Construction Limited, Mega Light Communication, Nosso Sports, Golden 97.5 FM, the gold standard of radio.
Osimhen, can he find his goal? Oh, it's a beautiful opportunity there. Lookman, it's gone in. They get a goal. Unbelievable. The scenes here. The Nigerians jumping with joy.
This is your golden moment. 97.5 Golden FM, the gold standard of radio.
We are back. We're looking at the very important topic, the perpetration of cyber child pornography on social media. We see our barrister A.B. Robert here with us. I'd like to also go straight to the calls. A lot of callers want to talk about this. Let's keep it very brief, 60 seconds at least for the next 5 minutes. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Golden FM.
Morning.
Yeah, greet everybody. Yeah, greet our guests. I remain Sarah Perez, reporting from Europa.
Welcome.
Thank you. You say a child is born by a woman, but is trained by a village. Reverse is the case today. That is why we are seeing all this negative aspect of life today. And secondly, the social media, to a large extent, has been a serious contributor to what we are going through today in our society. But I would like to say that I would like to dwell more on the street pornography. You see, just like you say in the studio here, what our guest was trying to say, those are Bokidam and so on that are pushing those, selling those cola nuts and whatever. Which, in addition to those pornographic items, is becoming too worrisome. I think the environmental sanitation should do the needful concerning those people. You see, even in the north today, you see those dolls that they used to wear clothes to sell in boutiques. The ones they keep naked. Yeah, those ones are also, we overlook it, but you see, some people are not too mentally strong to overlook some things. This also has another area of pornography. In the north, you can't try it. They will burn down your shop. But we see that in our streets today. That is another area I want us to pay more emphasis on. And the environmental sanitation, I can say it for the second time. We should do the needful. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello. Yeah, good morning. I remain social technique. I called back.
Okay.
For my marathon. Hello.
Hello, good evening. Go ahead.
Yes. Just about 2 days or thereabouts, Australia banned children under 16 from using a phone. But here is from 18 years. So I don't know. It will not be bad if we copy things from outside country. So I'm only begging, I'm appealing again. The Nigerian government should follow suit. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, let's take this call before we return to Barrister Robert. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Sapi calling you from Abdama.
Welcome, Sapi.
Yes. Thank you. You see, this, I don't know, from the parental background, it's as if we have lost what is called moral standards. We all pass through this discipline in one way or the other. It was not only being done by your biological parents. People came from left and right just to correct you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I heard the people talking of maybe after 10 years' time, people will be walking naked with pants. Sir, in Agodamaiti, let me even call the Transformer Street here. I have guests are working with pants. I have seen 1, 2, 3 with pants. I'm talking of pants. Stark naked. It has even started. It will not wait until some other time. So what I'm trying to say here is we have government. There should be a strong law passed from the House of Assembly to the society at large so that the law enforcement agency and the entire society can be able to cop this thing and put this thing to an end. If there is any strong law at passed, that is when we can be able to control this thing to some large extent. That is just my take for this morning. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's return to Barrister Robert. You want to say something?
Okay, yes. I think one of the callers was talking about banning phone, the use of phone. No, I don't support that.
I know you've said something about that before.
You can't ban phone. That's the simple truth. Phone is computer. It's like saying today now you can't do without the computer, whether you like it or not. Every fight to disadvantages. All right. So phone, in fact, from you go abroad 5, if you see what they do with the computer, the code, the program, they do. Like today we are talking about writing JAMB. Imagine a child. You want to write JAMB or WAEC, you want to do, is it CBT test?
Yes, CBT test.
At 17, you don't know what the phone is about. You don't even know Microsoft Word. I mean, then what are you doing? So you can't stop them from using phone. What we're always saying is that parents should step up. Government should step up. Platforms should step up. There should be a kind of customized phone for children under the age of 18. Alternatively, parents should learn how to configure phones. I tell you, even my phone, there is a way I can configure it. There are some sites I can't enter. I'll give an example. There was a time, what do you call it? When they banned Twitter.
Yeah.
Except to use VPN, you can't enter Twitter. What happened?
That was true.
Why is it as a Nigerian? You can enter Google, but Twitter, you cannot enter. What happened? These are things that can be done.
Mm-hmm.
You meet experts. There are some sites say any pornographic site off. There is a way you set it. It will work like that for you. But I agree with saying stopping if you are below the age of 18, don't have a social media account. That I agree. Are you getting me? In fact, I know that now they do a KYC on social media. Yeah. So before you even open a social media account, they will ask you how old are you and all of that.
That doesn't work.
Platforms too should.
The child could say that I'm 20.
The
child could say I'm 20.
That's why Facebook, they will tell you now, before you even open your account, upload your national identity card.
Oh.
Yes. Provide your NIN. Then when you provide your NIN, Facebook or Twitter, as the case may be, social media will confirm from the government. They do that. They will do a kind of verification process to confirm whether that name matches the name and the age of the person as claimed. So there should be strict processes put in place for one to open a social media account. I'm not saying that it will be 100% successful, but it will help to a large extent to curb some of these things. That's my point.
That's it on the show this morning. We appreciate you, Barrister A.B. Robert, for coming around to talk to us about the perpetration. Yes, an important topic indeed. A lot of